Hello, my name is S. Aaron Weah the third. I am a 2017 candidate for Masters of Conflict and Dispute Resolution at the University of Oregon School of Law. I would like to tell you about my oral defense, which is on the topic how social dominance theory might contribute to our understanding of the Liberian Civil War. So, growing up in Liberia as a young man, I've always struggled to understand why we had a civil war. And interestingly, this curiosity led to my quest to reading several publications, researches, as well as investigating some processes. And uh, as far as I can remember, a lot of these publications, journals, and researches that I read pointed to similar reasons. And so I decided to actually investigate and actually research on my own to kind of like think about what are some of the other causes that having men talk about. And so this was how I thought about using a psychological theory to actually contribute or help explain why the two group of people in Liberia, that is the American Liberians, who are descendants of free slaves who came over to the African continent in 1800s, and the indigenous people who they met there. So this theory is basically about social group-based hierarchy, how group produces and maintain the social dominance. And so in Liberia, since independence, there has been this division between the American Liberians and indigenous people. And so my research looks at what have been some of the processes, the conditions that actually produce marginalization, discrimination, oppression of one group of people in Liberia. And so far, what I revealed that this was as the result of legitimacy myths, according to the theory, that produces group-based hierarchy, which lead to one group dominating the other at all costs. So basically, according to the revision of the historical analysis of Liberia, the American Liberians, since independence, have created and instituted policies that are discriminated against the vast majority of the people, which happens to be the indigenous people. And interestingly, also, what I discovered during my research was that uh, this kind of behavior is not just limited to the American Liberians. And that was quite interesting because before I actually began this research, that was my perception. But following my investigation, I realized that human beings as a whole are more likely to actually maintain their social status, especially if they have privileges and benefits that are associated with their group status. And so there are some historical incidents where even indigenous people, when they had the power to change their group position, demonstrated similar characteristics of that of the American Liberians. And so at the end of my research, what I'm recommending is that uh, we should firstly acknowledge our role as American Liberians and indigenous people in the prolonged conflict that have happened in Liberia. Secondly, I will also recommend that we also look at some of the ways that we can actually reconcile our differences after acknowledging our role. We can come together as a people and create a national identity. As it is now, we have national identities that do not resonate with a large group of people in Liberia, which happens to be indigenous people. And so, in conclusion, this research forms the basic of my career goal. As a Liberian, I believe is honorable to take the acquired knowledge from the conflict and dispute resolution program and go back home and try to initiate processes that is actually going to lead to lasting peace, promote reconciliation, and ensure that our country, Liberia, can get back on the right trajectory to national recovery, growth, and sustainable development. Thank you.